Yo, what's up, family? This Big Meech. Welcome to Double Play Live, Monday, November 3rd, 2025. We got the full 90 minutes today. Deep dives, hot takes, and the reaction you want. 3 breaking stories to open, the NFL trade deadline countdown, huge Sunday statement games that shook week 9, and the college football playoff picture tightening with Ohio State, Indiana, and Oregon drawing top tier chatter. We'll hit every NFL game from yesterday, break down Monday Night Football tonight, Cardinals Cowboys, and go full college week 9 with the big Michigan and Ohio State spotlight. Stay locked in. If you're on TikTok, hit me at Diamond Calls. YouTube folks at Double Play Live. Get your comments in. We read them. We'll put the roast in the comments. I'll talk about them for sure. Yesterday was a big day across the NFL. So much stuff happened. So many crazy storylines. I can't even begin to tell you the amount of fun that I had watching the NFL yesterday. Now, as a football official, the weekends were kind of full there for about 10 weeks, and I would officiate Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So yesterday was the first Sunday that I actually had to sit down and enjoy the full slate of NFL. I had the Sunday ticket going on. We had the pizza. It was a great day. Unfortunately, the Packers did lose. So, we had some emotions running high and low with that one. But such a great weekend for football and sports. We crowned a new World Series champ. Ohio State was dominant. Michigan barely got by. And yesterday in the NFL, just so many storylines. The season is heating up. It's getting crazy. Let's break it all down, why don't we? NFL trade deadline is Tuesday at 4 p.m. Teams are weighing buy versus sell. Who's cashing in? Who's doubling down? I'll name 3 teams to watch for moves. We'll break it all down right here. Bills Chiefs week 9. Buffalo took a statement. This was a momentum game for the AFC. It flips. Can they beat the elite conversation? And the college football picture is tightening. Committee chatter and bracket projections this week have Ohio State, Indiana, and Oregon peaking into top tier. This matters for Michigan and every Big Ten team chasing strength of schedule. All right, with that heat on the board, let's run every NFL game from yesterday and what it means. Bears 47, Bengals 42. High scoring shootout. Bears offense exploded. Who do you think had a good game in that one? I got some numbers here. We'll get to them. I'm a little unorganized. Bear with me. Got a lot going on. I do this by myself. No help. That's not a good excuse. I know. Excuse me. Anyways, let's keep it moving. Vikings beat the Lions 27-24. J.J. McCarthy had 3 touchdowns, 2 in the air and 1 on the ground. That was a crazy upset. I don't think anybody expected that, but the Lions looked flat. They are battling some injuries. And how about Rico Dowdle with the game that he had against the Packers and that late field goal, 49 yards with the wind swirling in Lambeau Field. Packers go down 16-13. That was a crazy one. As a Packers fan, I had a lot of emotions going high, low all day. I didn't know what was going on, man. I seen a couple play calls that I didn't understand. We could have went for a field goal in the 4th quarter. Down 7. We could have kicked a field goal with like 9 minutes to go in the game. Instead, Matt decides to go for it on 4th down. Jordan Love cannot make it happen. They end up punting. They do come back down and get that touchdown, but at the end of the day, missed field goals. McManus, they just played bad. I don't know what else to say. They just didn't look very good. trade talk in the NFL. Big implications for contenders and buyers, sellers heading into mid-season. Let's see who needs some pieces. We know that Cleveland needs an offensive line and some wide receivers, but let's be honest, they can use all the help they can get. Dylan Gabriel is still the signal caller over there, and they just don't want to give Shedeur a chance. Now, I went to Cleveland week 3 when Green Bay was there, and the team that played that day against Green Bay is a lot different than the team they have today. They don't have Joe Flacco anymore. They're just going to struggle the rest of the season. And unfortunately, I just don't think they're going to figure it out. And it might be time to figure out what to do about Stefanski. They do have some talent on that team. You know, Judkins is... they have talent on that team. Miles ain't going nowhere. Sometimes you got to look at the coach and you got to look at within and just be like, hey, it was a nice run. But honestly, I couldn't tell you one thing that Stefanski has done positive for that team since he's been there. I know that's a rough conversation, but hey, we got to have it sometime. Let's move on to the Bengals, though. We know they already acquired Joe Flacco, but they couldn't move Trey Hendrickson, and they're talking about a first-round pick for that one. Logan Wilson could be on the move, too. They need help on that offensive line. That's always been a problem in Cincinnati the last couple of seasons. Joe Burrow just can't stay upright, and he is out for the season again because of that. So this is another team that had high hopes coming into the season. They signed Jamar Chase. They signed T. Higgins. Joe Burrow thought that he was going to have a whole season out there with them guys, and them guys thought that they were going to have him. I'm sure that when Trey signed that contract, he thought that that defense was going to be able to help pick up some slack with him too, and it just hasn't happened. Joe Flacco looked magnificent yesterday. 470 passing yards. And I mean, it just doesn't get more elite than that, people. He's 40 years old. And talk about the Browns making a trade within the division. I mean, how do you say you don't like the Steelers without saying you don't like the Steelers? We'll just trade you our starting quarterback to start the season and be sellers. This is crazy to me, but hey, it happens. Let's move on to Green Bay. After moving Kenny Clark, they still have Super Bowl talent on this roster, but they need defensive line help, as we seen on Sunday. No pressures on third down. They could not get to Bryce Young. I just didn't see a lot of anything going on in there. They couldn't stop Rico Dowdle. He was slicing them up left and right. Even though they didn't get a lot of points on the board out of that run game, I mean, it just showed that Green Bay has a hole in the defensive line and in that run game. And with very little few hours left on the clock for the trade deadline, they might want to think about seeing who they can get. Yes, thank you, Jerry Jones, for Micah Parsons, but Kenny Clark was a big piece of our defense, and without him, we're hurting. Micah Parsons is who he is, but that doesn't mean that he can do it by himself, and they're going to have to put somebody in there. The Bills are interested in Chris Olave. I don't think the Saints are interested in moving him. That is their star wide receiver and top player on the team. I don't see them breaking away from Chris Olave. And think about if Josh Allen gets another weapon in Chris Olave. Downfield threat. There's nothing to say. There's nothing more to say about that. They already take care of the Chiefs yesterday. We all know that's an issue for Josh Allen in the playoffs, though. Let's see if they can do it. Big game yesterday. The Bills are able to finally get them 28-21. That was a fun one to watch. There for a long time, it just looked like the Bills were going to keep putting it on them. But the Chiefs fought back. The Hail Mary was just a little short. They couldn't make it happen. But we do have some big storylines around the NFL. How about Cam Little and his NFL record 68-yard field goal with 4 seconds left in the first half versus Las Vegas? You know, the NFL is letting these guys use their own footballs now. They don't have to use balls that are opened up on the day of the game and You got your equipment guys in the locker room, buffing them up and getting them ready for the game. These guys are bringing their own balls now, and we're seeing punts like crazy. These guys are, I mean, these people are skyrocketing these kicks. It's insane what is going on. Former Wolverine Colson Loveland scores a game-winning 50-yard touchdown with 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter to lift the Bears over the Bengals. Hey, shout out Wolverine. We see you down there in Chicago, boy. Linked up with Caleb Williams, 58 yards. We see you, Colson Loveland. Go Blue Nation loves that. Keep pressing, my man. Will Lutz, 34-yard field goal with time expiring, helps Denver move past Houston 18-15. CJ Stroud leaves with a concussion. Hopefully that young man is able to get back on the field. That's one thing that we know CJ has struggled with is them injuries. It would be nice to see him get a full season out there. And just at the time when the Houston Texans were starting to turn it up. They could have won this game yesterday. Unfortunately, they didn't. But it's the NFL, baby. Crazy things happen. That's what we love about this game. I'm going to give you my real quick NFL power rankings for yeah, these are my week 9 power rankings. Coming in at number 5, we got the Patriots. Drake May throws 2 touchdown passes yesterday. They pick up the win over the Falcons 24-23. I think they're still a team to be worried about in the AFC. They're not going to win the division because of the Bills, but they can still sneak in. I like the Patriots. They're up there. Coming in at number 4, I got the Rams. Matthew Stafford throws 4 touchdown passes. His last 16 in the last 5 games, he has 16 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and the Rams have gone 2 months since any team has gotten within 2 touchdowns of them. That's crazy. Rams are my top 4 team, or my 4th team in my week 9 power rankings. Coming in at number 3, we got the Eagles. They were on a bye week. It was a good bye week. Both the Lions and the Packers fall, and we don't know, is AJ Brown ready to leave? Does he want to stay in Philly? A lot of drama going on there, but the Eagles are winning. We'll see what they do next week. Coming in at number 2, also on the bye week, was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they're really good. Baker Mayfield, he's good. They are battling some injuries. Bucky Irvin, Chris Godwin, still battling those. Hopefully they'll be back soon to help him. But again, with Detroit and Green Bay both losing yesterday, Buccaneers are sitting in a good position. And my number 1 team in my power rankings is the Indianapolis Colts. Yes, they lost yesterday, but Jonathan Taylor is a grown man. Daniel Jones is exactly who we thought he was going to be coming out of North Carolina. The New York Giants just did not know what to do with that boy. And now look at him in Indianapolis, number 1 team in my week 9 power rankings. Okay, TikTok, YouTube, quick poll. Who was your player of the week? Drop the name and reason. I'm pulling the best 5 at Diamond Calls on TikTok, at Double Play Live on YouTube. Hit me up. I will let you know. That's the NFL Sunday. Tonight, Monday Night Football. Cardinals at Cowboys. Let's preview that. Kickoff is at 8:15 from AT&T Stadium. Arlington, Texas. This matchup built on 2 things: Dallas's home field offense and Arizona's steadier run game. Expect a ground battle and heavy work from both starting running backs. DraftKings and Covers both have props that lean into the backs getting volume. If you like betting angles, same game parlays are focusing on running back rushing yards and TDs. If you like X's and O's, watch Dallas's pass protection versus Cardinals' edge pressure. That will decide the second half. More from the books later. I'll put this out there, though. I expect a 24-20 Dallas win, but if Arizona controls time of possession with the run, it's an upset threat. Tell me your Monday Night Football prediction in the chat now. I'll shout them out. Crazy week in college football. Let's move over that. Week 9, we're going to focus on Ohio State and Michigan. I'm going to take 2 minutes, though. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. This is Double Play Live. I'm your host, Big Meech. that with me. What's going to do? We back though. We back. This is Double Play Live. I'm your host, Big Meech. Took a quick break right there. I had to be work all day today, so did my little 9 to 5. Now let's go ahead and do the sports show. But I needed a quick break. I'm sorry. I apologize. We back and we gonna get into college football. Week 9 reordered the playoff picture. Committee chatter and bracketology pieces this weekend places Ohio State, Indiana, and Oregon in the top tier and are tightening the race, meaning Michigan's margin for error is shrinking. Michigan's Week 9 win over Purdue, 16-21. There was not a lot of pretty things happening in this football game. I was in attendance. It was a beautiful crowd. It was a great night. 110,000 people out there. I couldn't have been more happy to be there with my fellow Michigan Wolverine fans, and Go Blue Nation brought it that night. The team underperformed, but hey, we still bleed maize and blue around here, baby. And when Michigan play, we pay attention. Bryce Underwood had a slow night, 13-22, 145 yards and an interception. He also fumbled the football going into the end zone. It bounced out the side, touchback. Purdue got the ball on the 20-yard line. These are things that Michigan has to get under control. They have to fix these issues. We have big contests coming up with big games, ranking implications, football playoff implications, and I want to beat Ohio State so fucking bad. I'm so sick of these Buckeye fans. I can't take it. And honestly, I don't have nothing against the student athletes that suit up and wear the scarlet and gray out there on that battlefield every Saturday, repping for their team and putting on for their state. I don't hate them. It's the fans I can't stand. It's the fans that make most Michigan fans sick to their stomach when it comes to anything Ohio State. Because I respect the talent of Julian Sayin. I respect the talent of Jeremiah Smith. I love watching that defense because I love football. I love hard-hitting Big Ten, get it in the trenches football. I mean, that's what I do. That's what we do. So, shout out to the student athlete football players at the Ohio State University. Keep putting on. But the fans do not do y'all any kind of justice. Jordan Marshall had a great night. 25 carries, 185 yards, and 3 touchdowns. It's insane. 25 carries, 185 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Jordan Marshall, sir, we salute you, my man. Thank you very much. Now, Michigan needs a signature win in committee love. Losing or edging by unimpressive margins will cost them, especially with Ohio State and Indiana stacking metrics. It's no surprise to me that Ohio State does get the love that they do get from the committee. And like I said before, I don't think Texas ever deserved to be the number one team in the country preseason. I think that should have been Ohio State. The route that they had to take to get to that position and win that trophy, the teams that they had to beat and go through, and the plays that were made to solidify that were tremendous. And I thought that Ohio State was the best team ending the season. And even though they lost some pieces, it's the Buckeyes, man. Let's be honest. They're ready and built to win the way they do for who knows. Let's say the next 10 years. They have so many kids that want to go play at that university, and I don't think that their level of talent is going to fall off anytime soon. I think that they're going to continue to put a good product out on the field that is going to continue to win and probably be in the playoff every season. I think that we should just normalize that. And I mean, they've already been doing it. It's already normalized. They're probably going to be in the 12-team format that we get to see on a year-to-year basis now. I think that Ohio State will be there every season now. I think that Michigan needs to make some tough decisions. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not even going to say it. I just think that there's some decisions that need to be made. And they're going to be some tough decisions. But this team has some talent. And not only have I watched every game on the schedule this season, I've seen this team live in person twice. And this team's got talent. And this team is deep. Let's just leave it at there's some decisions that need to be made with inside the building of this great organization and university institution. And they need to get back to where we were 3 years ago. Because I think that the plan of keeping Coach Moore around to keep Harbaugh's system in place is failing. Yeah, we're 7-2. I understand that. But Michigan's not beating Texas A&M. Michigan's not beating Indiana. We couldn't beat USC, who is ranked right now. They weren't at the time of that game, but they probably should have been. Because ever since that game, they've fallen out the ranks and been put back in, so that's confusing to me. I don't know why the committee has a reservation with USC, but they do. And I mean, Oklahoma is who they are. They're probably going to be a playoff team. Jean Mateer is holding his own even after injury. I don't see how anybody can get off saying that Michigan's losses are bad. So, anyway. Could Michigan be a team well, I mean, are they a team? Are they a resume team or a resume inflated team? Because if we try to list 2 wins that look great on paper and 2 spots that make the committee ask questions, I just don't know. So Washington is in the top 25. USC is in the top 25. We don't have a win over one, but we have a win over the other. I mean, I honestly just don't see where Michigan gets any love at if we don't beat Ohio State. Michigan needs a win over Ohio State in a very bad way, because our non-conference wins are New Mexico and Central Michigan. If we could have beat Oklahoma, who is 11th right now, we'd have been all right with that, but we couldn't. And New Mexico and Central Michigan, I mean, those are teams that you're supposed to beat up on. Nebraska was doing okay for a little bit. I mean, like I said, we barely beat them. But, I mean, Washington's 24 and USC is 20. So, let's see what kind of whooping we can put on Northwestern and Maryland, both who have both been getting handled. Well, Maryland's been getting handled pretty mightily. And then let's see what happens when Ohio State comes to town for Thanksgiving. I'm excited for that game. I can't wait to see what my boys do. Okay. Ohio State played a complete game week 9. They won very, very big. Nobody can question or argue what and who they are. 38-14 is, I mean, that's just ridiculous. Julian Sain was 20 of 23 for 316 yards and 4 touchdowns. Hold on. Now, I didn't watch this game because we were in Ann Arbor, and at this time, we were on our way to Ann Arbor. And I mean, me and my friend, we were just chopping it up. We weren't really, you know what I mean? I should have been watching it, but I didn't think that Penn State was going to have anything for the Buckeyes, and I wanted to hang out with my dude. So, Julian Sain was 20 of 23 for 316 yards and 4 touchdowns. Bo Jackson went for 13 and 105. Carnell Tate, 5 receptions, 124 yards, and a TD. Jeremiah Smith added 2 touchdowns from 6 receptions and 123 yards. People, this offense is the real deal. I thought that the defense was the highlight of this team, but it's seeming more and more like it could be the offense and Julian Sain. Julian Sain's really, really good, man. If Ohio State keeps dominating on defense and limiting snap margins, they become the clean pick for the committee, plus their strength of schedule is pretty solid. I mean, it's okay. It's not the best. A lot of people say it's weak. It's still a Big Ten schedule, and we all know the Big Ten has won the last 2 natties. It can be tough to get through. So they also have a lot of top Heisman candidates in conversation. Julian Sain is definitely in that. Jeremiah Smith, if he can keep putting on, he could be a potential Heisman candidate. And I mean, Carnell Tate is having a beautiful season. Indiana's efficiency and Oregon's explosion, Texas A&M and Alabama's recent form call each. They all want to call each other out. They all want to play each other. They all want to be in the playoff. And if these teams meet in the playoff, who knows what can happen? All right, TikTok and YouTube. Michigan, Ohio State. Who's making the college football playoff? Drop the pick and give a one-line reason. I'll take the top 3 and respond. I already know what y'all are going to say. So drop your O's in the comment. It's okay. But if you rockin', drop your M's in the comment. Let me know. Michigan or Ohio State. I'm rocking with blue. You already know what time it is. Go blue. Michigan's next game, we're on a bye this week. Michigan's on a bye this week. Ohio State has Purdue. Let's see what they can do after Michigan barely sneaks by them 21-16. This will be fun to see. So then, being that we are in Ohio, I can only wait to hear everybody tell me how bad Ohio State beat them. That's a 1 p.m. kickoff Saturday. Good luck, Purdue. I feel bad for you. Everybody know you about to get that BTA. Michigan's on a bye week. Then they go to Northwestern. Then they go to Maryland. And then we all know it's game day, Thanksgiving Day weekend. Have fun. Have fun. First to 6 college football top 25 reveals is tomorrow. That'll be on ESPN, of course. Stay tuned in if you want to see what the committee thinks about these teams this season and who's going to be in their top 15, trying to vie their way into the top 12 for that college football playoff. Let's see their bracket and who's going to be getting potential home games, who's going to have a potential bye, and what teams are going to be set up and ready to battle for that coveted college football playoff national title. I know that I wish my team was in the runnings for it, but I'm going to still watch them and support them regardless. But if I had to make a pick right now today, I'm taking Indiana. It would either be Indiana or Texas A&M. For sure. For sure. Who's on your Heisman watch list? My Heisman watch list is Ty Simpson, Julian Sayin, and Fernando Mendoza. I think Fernando Mendoza's had a beautiful season. We all know Julian Sayin leads the season in completion percentage across the nation. And Ty Simpson is just a very good quarterback. Let's see who continue their story seasons to wrap that Heisman up with just a few weekends to go before we do finish the regular season. These guys are going to try to put their names in the record books amongst lore and their universities with other people who have either held the trophy or tried to get to that spot to get the trophy. As we know, these kids battle year and year and year. They work effortlessly and tirelessly every season to try to be the best across the country. So this season, who's it going to be? What's your pick? Let me know in the comments. Who's winning the Heisman Trophy? My top 3 list right now is Ty Simpson, Julian Sayin, and Fernando Mendoza. Let me know what you think and who you think is going to win the Heisman Trophy. Let me know who you think is going to win the national championship. Maybe let me know your national championship game. And while you at it, you can also drop in the comment what you think your top 4 is going to be. Like I said, don't forget, the first of the 6 college football top 25 reveals is tomorrow on ESPN. Don't miss that, ladies and gentlemen. All right, fam, I think that's the show. Like I said, I had a long day today. I had to work this morning. I do a lot to try to get these shows rounded up for you, and I hope you appreciate them. I'm going to be here, and I'm not going to stop doing this. A lot of negativity I see coming in the comments, but I just want y'all to know that whether it's good attention or negative attention, it's all good attention because y'all are helping my algorithm. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I don't care what you think. I'm still going to come and be here every day. So, that's the show on Big Meech. You know how we do it every day. We bring the facts, the fire, and the receipts. If you liked what you heard, smash the follow button on TikTok at Diamond Calls and subscribe on YouTube at Double Play Live. Drop your recaps and hot takes. We read them live and we clap back. Quick reminder, nightly closing sports update at midnight. I'll be live with the late scores, injury updates, and any trade deadline drama that breaks. That's your daily Double Play Live. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay loud, stay smart, and I'll see you on your team. Peace.